Good afternoon, everyone, wherever you are and wherever you're watching from, whether you're watching me live or whether you're had a bad connection there. Hopefully we'll be good to go. The internet's been a bit funny lately. I'm Cheryl Algie from Kerrang in Northern Victoria, and I'm going to case a card that I made for a challenge last weekend. I haven't shared it anywhere, so it'll be new to you. And I really liked the way it turned out. So it's good to do a challenge every now and again so that you're out of your own comfort zone. So like I was saying, whether you're watching live or watching the replays, please leave me a comment so that I know you're watching, and I always reply to comments once I see them. Okay, I will pop you down to the desk, and I will just do a bit of housekeeping while I'm waiting to see if anyone's joining me. Base. So I'm in Australia. I probably didn't say that. I'm in Kerrang, Northern Victoria. So I like to either go, I think I'll do 14.8. I swing between 14.8, 14.85 or 14.9. I'll cut that piece in half. You've got another piece to create another card with. Let's get that out the road. And then I'll score, because it doesn't matter which way your card goes, you still need to score it. So that gets scored at 10.5 centimetres. A little bit. I'll make that the front because my DSP is going to cover most of that. Now I was going to create this exactly the same as I did for the challenge, but then when I went to look for my DSP, I noticed the new pack. No, that's not going to work for the front unless I go like that. No, we'll leave it on the back, it's fine. I noticed this new pack. I'm going to take my measurements off my other card. So I thought, it's called, where are we? It is called Full of Life. And I don't know, everyone's using the other side of everybody's using the other side of this, but I really like this side. Okay, so this one's going to be for the base. So that's going to be, I'm going to cut that at 10.5. Am I? Yes, 10.5. Doesn't seem right. Yes, it is. And which will we do away with? I might go this end. So I want it exactly the same length as my, and if I go this way, I'm not going to lose any of the red. If I went that way, I would be in danger of losing the pink. So that's going to go there. And then I need a piece. Oh. It's telling me my video has ended. Well, it's not ended. What is going on? Goodness. Not ended at all. Gosh, this drives you nuts, this does. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Hopefully I haven't dropped out altogether. Now it's supposed to have a beach feel, so what am I thinking? I think that might be too much. I'm actually going to do the first bit of the card first because, let's pop that away for a minute. I'm going to emboss this with been out before. The Basics embossing folders. I'm going to use this one here. I think looks a bit like a starfish. So because this is beach theme, I'm going to do that. And so we've put that through there. And I'm just going to grab a piece of scrappy paper because I'm going to add some white ink to that. This must be the piece I used last Saturday when we were using, hopefully I won't get any black on that. And this is a brush that I've dedicated to my white craft ink. Just to tone this down a bit. Not that I don't like the bright colours, but because I'm putting a couple of pieces together, I don't want it, and I don't really need to do the middle. We'll see why in a minute, because I'm going to cover that. So I'm just going to do the edges, I think. Oh, that was a bit much. Can I spread that? Hard to get the ink off when you're using the white craft ink. Maybe my pad needs re-inking. You do have to keep your white pads fairly well inked. Now, because I've dulled that down a little bit, I'm just wondering, is anyone out there? Hi, Rhonda. Sorry, just saw you there. I don't know what's been wrong with the internet lately. So, you saw my card I did for that challenge the other day, didn't you? So, I've got decisions. So, in the middle, I'm not sure whether to go with that. I think it might, put it where you can see it. I think it might clash a little bit. That one might be a bit bright. That one might be okay. I reckon that one might be okay too. But maybe this one. I think. What do you think, Rhonda? That one? Because it's going to have the white ink over it as well. I'll probably put it up that way. It's supposed to be looking like a beach theme. So I'm kind of thinking this. I don't think I want that because the pink one, the pink stripe is fairly wide. Yeah, that one, she said. So that one, not the pink. Now I should be watching because I don't know what you said now. This one. This one? We'll go with that one. And I have to get a measurement off here. What did I do? I think I might have gone old school and did 3 inches because everything Stampin' Up! Do in America is 3 inches. So I've got to be mindful that I'm making that the, oh, am I making the green, the water? Yeah, maybe I am. So I'll go 3 inches because I know that's half, and then if I want to make another one of these cards, I'll have enough. And then 14.8 again. I don't know if I want to keep those little bits, but I will just for the time being. And then that one, I used the big dots one out of the same, what are they called again? Basics 3D embossing folders. I assume these are still available. I haven't looked for a while. You forget to look for the online exclusives and see. I think they are. I'm just going to emboss that. So with the big dots, you'll see that better once I've put the white ink on it. That's ready to go away. And being mindful of remembered to pop that where you can see it. Would be better off the glass mat, wouldn't it? I can clean that with a baby wipe. That might be better. And then I can pick it up off there too. It is great, this glass mat. It will be available, is it next week? I'm trying to think when the 30th is. Yeah, it must be next week, the 3rd of July, I believe. I do believe it may be while, I think I read somewhere it's while stocks last. So if you're really desperate to get one of these, there was a lot of people didn't get it when it was available way back when. Can't remember when now. Going to grab a wipe too. I think I'm finished with that now. Get rid of that white ink, because knowing me, I'll put something in it. And I've no idea how this card's going to turn out with these different colours. I loved my other one, so I hope I'm going to love this one just as much. Maybe I won't stick it until I've done all the elements, and then if I need to change it. Am I going to change it? Probably not. No, I'm probably not. I'm probably going to be happy with it. Seems a pity to cover up all that lovely paper, but anyway, I just did. Some wet glue on that. Making sure I've got that lined up. And also making sure I've got this lined up in the centre. Once we get some glue on it, you really need to use glue. I think your multi-purpose glue is the best thing for adhering embossing. I'm gonna make that be the ocean, because it can be greeny. Because if you put your tear and tape, it's inclined to tear, because the fibres of the paper are weakened once you've embossed. I'm gonna, it's not quite, probably not quite dry. And then I have there's my silicone mat. Oh. Probably don't need that, I don't think. So make sure I've got that the right way up. Oh, I know what I forgot. I forgot a piece of ribbon. You know, ribbons. We've got a wide ribbon that's current. Oh, we do have a ribbons page, don't we? Sorry. Got to just find one, because I did use a challenge. This keeps, I think the internet must keep dropping out. I'm not sure what's going on there. See if I can find a wide one. I used a white wide one for the other one. We could use paper. Don't appear to have anything wide, so I think I might be, we may have, oh yes, we did get some wide satin. Anyway, doesn't matter, won't. Oh, it does matter because I've got to put that down first before my circle. I think I'm just going to grab some white. I'm sure everyone's got white ribbon. I most certainly have. Got stacks of it. Not much of it thin though. This might be the one that I used for my other card. So I want that to go. Let's just chop off a bit first. Probably want it out there. I'll tell you what this is called in case anyone wants to know. That's if it's got a name. Doesn't appear to have a herringbone ribbon. There was a couple of big wide white ones in there, so I've hardly used any, so but as I said, you could just use a piece of paper if you didn't have any ribbon suitable. And I kind of want to banner this, so I want to, I always think, oh, is that the right way? I think, am I doing that right? I'll just do a little bit in case I'm not. I'm not. It's this way, from this corner to there. Okay. Do the same this end. From the centre out. That's easier to remember, isn't it? Mine's not very straight, but it should have been a bit longer because I've cut him off a bit, but never mind. It is what it is. Now let's adhere that down with a bit of seal. Have that about that far from the bottom. Then we can pop our circle on. Okay, making sure with my silly eyes that it's the right way up. It'd be good if your glue would come out. As I said last weekend, I was going to, or last Thursday, I was going to, thinking about getting a new Stampin' Cut machine. So I did. I took the plunge and I did. Now my other one, I went sort of over. I didn't have it centred. I had that on the bottom. I did not have that centred. I had it like that. So we'll do it the same. And I've not coloured my elements, but I think I'll pop the palm trees on. This is the Beach Day Stamps and Dies. Let's get our palm trees together. We might give them a bit of texture. Not going to do anything clever today, like rub ink on them or anything, but you could. if you're in the mood. I'm not in the mood for making too much of a mess today. And we've got our little palm trees. Yeah, just got to make sure haven't got two the same together, if that makes sense. I think the big one goes on first, I think. These were just die cut. I did this earlier, so you wouldn't have to be waiting while I did that. Stick. Stick, stick, stick. And by chance, this paper has got the beautiful granny apple green in it. That's what I've cut these out of, if anyone's wondering. Presume that goes like that. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, goodness. That might be better. Guess you can put them anywhere you want, but you want it to look like a tree, so it looks a bit goofy. I think I may have had these together before I put them on the tree, on the stick, on the trunk of the tree. Let me see. Would have been a smart move, wouldn't it? Maybe that one goes on top of there, I think. Yeah, that's better. One might be a bit goofy, but that's okay. Not all trees are the same, are they? Now, while I wait for that to dry a little bit, I have die cut my other images, but I haven't coloured them. So I think I'll make the surfboards the same, which I used light summer splash. I think I used light. Dark one. It keeps telling me my video's ended. I'm there, not, gosh, very annoying. But I'm still going on here, so go figure. And you can't see that, I need to push it up a bit, sorry. So before that dries, we'll grab our, that was summer splash, yes. And this is dark or light? Light, and this is dark Pearl Party, okay? A little bit trickier to colour in once you've cut them out, but I do hate colouring them beautifully and then mucking up when I cut them out. I didn't actually muck them up this time or cut them incorrectly, so, but if I had have left them, you know it, I would have. I just want to blend that in a little bit more. Probably because I hesitated before I... Another good thing about the glass mat is that the ink stays wetter, giving you a little bit more time to blend in your dark and your light colours. Not that I'm any colouring expert, but we get there. Just thinking, I think I'll do the, I didn't tell you what colours were in this paper, did I? There's lots of colours. The only colour that's not in there that I've used on my first card is Calypso Coral, so I think the umbrella can be Pumpkin Pie. This is a nice, bright, happy card. So there are my surfboards. Do our little chair in daffodil. Which is in the paper. Not real sure how to shade this, but perhaps we'll do some dark here. In this corner bit here. And you probably can't see that. It's a bit hard to see when people are colouring, isn't it? When they've got their fingers over it. Well, they need to hold it. So there's that. There's that edge there. No, it's not a... It's moving around on me. It's a tiny little piece, this one. Another good reason to leave these until I was ready is because sometimes if the ink is, the memento is too wet, it can smudge. Now, I'm not sure whether Pumpkin Pie is going to be too bright. I don't believe it will be. It's going to be Pumpkin Pie anyway because it goes in the paper, and I didn't really want to make it too girly by doing pink. Not that boys can't have pink, they can. But some boys are averse to having pink. I remember my grandson, when he was about 8, I gave him a drink and he said, Nan, yes, love, have the princess glass because I'm a boy. How cute. I want to shade that here. Maybe we will just put a bit of dark there as well. We'll have our shading perhaps on these pieces of the umbrella. As I say, I'm not really a colouring expert. I get by. Found that the blends only have one way. Like, if you try and put them on the other way, they won't go on. Oh, my tip of my light pumpkin pie is a bit furry too. Might be time to... All of my blends are needing to be... Well, not all of them, but a lot of them are needing to be replaced at the moment. Don't use them a lot, but I do use them. I do like to have all the colours, because you don't know that they're going a bit funny until you go to use them. I do think I've got another set of pumpkins, so I might be all good with that. Anyway, I don't need it now. So then I better layer as I... Just going to layer these as I had them. I'm not going to pop... I don't think I'm going to pop anything up, or did I? I might have popped the... Yeah, I think everything but the trees I popped up. The trees I didn't, because I would have had to, being lazy again, I would have had to cut really tiny strips of dimensional, and I wasn't in the mood to do that. I did this after spending several hours doing Creative Now with Stampin' Up. So I guess I was a little bit weary. I did have a headache, and then once I started crafting, isn't it amazing? It disappeared. that one up. Down. I put glue on the edge of that, I think I did. Oh, my greeting's going over there anyway, so that was there. Actually, I don't like you sticking up in the air. I don't know, I haven't got any glue on the bottom of it, that's why. Okay. And we will put one surfboard down flat and one over the top. Right, put my glue away too soon, didn't I? The original card was for us to case was, it was all flowers in kind of a circle, and we were challenged to create a mail card from it. Looks like I'm nearly out of dimensionals. I've got to do before Friday, before we do our creative carnival. I've got to get some more sheets ready. One can go there. I might need the little ones for, I don't know, I can have a big one probably in the middle of that one. The little chair. I'll need to put the umbrella down first though. Did I leave that sticking up, or what did I do? Dimensioned it. I'm not going to fuss with them. I'm going to use a couple of little ones. Once they get to the edges, it's a bit tricky. I think I must have put some glue on the umbrella. What do you call that? The stem, do you? I don't want it everywhere though, so I'm gonna just put that, and then that, and then that. Chair's a bit crooked. And I did do a little seagull that oh, he'll need a tiny bit of dimension, won't he? Let me see. Oh, come on. A dimensional on this before? No. It's too, I've got to work out where I want it first. I did try before on the other one, and I thought, yeah, I do like the bird up there. Thought of that after my other one was finished and loaded up, so I'll show you the other one when I'm done. Oh, come on. It's a teensy tiny bit of dimensional. Give his wings a bit of life, and we'll pop him up there. And then I've done a couple of sentiments. I was going to, on my other one, this is just one that I had already done. It was in navy, and I don't even know where that happy birthday was from. So I felt that the one from the beach day was too big, but I actually don't mind that. This one is from Darling, what are they called? Charming Duck Pond. So if you're still there, Rhonda, which one do you think? I will snip the end off that one. This one's from the Beach Day set. I actually don't mind that. I was feeling it was a little bit big, but maybe it's not. You can decide for me while I grab some dimensionals, not dimensionals, rhinestones. Make a list of what's retired and what's not. Well, I know we've still got rhinestones, so it's going to have rhinestones. I know you're still there, Rhonda. I don't know if she is. I'm going to refresh that in case I've missed her comment. And I'll do a big one up here. And another little one. Maybe there. Now all that's left is for us to put the sentiment on. Oh yes, she's there, I think. Beach day set suits better. Yep, thank you, Rhonda. So, can probably use up the rest of those. I mean, I won't want... I just won't put it on the edge there. Hang on. Yeah, that should fit, and that gets rid of my last of those ones. What do we think? There's today's, and there's this one. These were current colours. How do I just put the seagulls in the centre of that one, in the inside. It was the balloons paper that I used. Do I have that still out? Which is still current. I used the blue, I think it's azure piece out of that, and I can't quite remember the blueberry bushel from that I've got on the background was either from that pack or from the Christmassy one that we had that is also current. The one that had the, I can't think what it went with, but anyway, it was blueberry bushel. So which one do you like best, or do you like them both? I don't think I could choose, except my tree's a bit dopey. Oh well, we'll put that down to experience. I need to assemble my palm leaves before I put them on the tree. Okay, and I've got my sentiment, but that's because of the size of the sentiment. Okay, I'll need to put that down a bit. Putting it up there and you can't see. Yeah, Rhonda says both too. If I put it over this side, that is better. Yeah, love that. Love these bright papers. So you could do it with any papers really, especially if you dull it down a bit with the white craft ink. So thanks for joining me, Rhonda, and thanks for joining me later, anyone that's going to watch the replay. Bye-bye.